Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for some more EU5. I'm your lovely host, Gilvin. No, raise army levies. Recruit regulars. There, got to work. 2 more men-at-arms. We must increase our military power. Alright. Parliament is in session. We are trying to, in air quotes, develop the interior. Although, honestly, most of the purpose of this parliament, I think, is really just to, fix state loyalty issues, because the commoners are getting concerningly close to revolting. Alright. Limburg and Saxony. I wouldn't mind if this actually passed, though, so... Yeah, perfect. I don't have to actually request anything. It'll pass on its own. Unless I want to request additional tax. I don't have the need for any of that. We're good. Alright. Change your societal value towards land. Good enough for me. Okay. Yeah. Lord knows Bremen is continuing to build. Alright. And what else is available for construction? Yeah, okay, that is a pretty steep fall off. There's really a limit to how far we can go over here because, control. Although, in truth, I still think it might just be good to keep building the RGOs. If I build more resources, in general, that should make the rest of our buildings, more of our buildings become profitable. So... any that have at least an inkling of profitability. Build. Well, yeah, just keep developing, I guess. That's the truth. Build the RGOs first. That lets us kind of build more of an economy. Build the marketplace there. Demographics are slowly changing. The strength of faith. 10 prestige. Alright. I've been really mulling over maybe doing diplomatic traditions. Because I need more friends. And friends are apparently really hard to come by. 103,000. But 7 Diplo rep. 7 Diplo rep gives us 10 trust effectively. Same religion, yeah, so. So it's 1-to-1. I don't know. I don't think it's quite worth it. Good. Another armory is getting built. Yeah. We got a lot of work to do on our professional army for sure. Oh, Elsfileth is not. Ooh. I only just noted that. Oh boy. Well, that's fine. We're gonna need probably some more markets anyway. Keep building. legumes, produce food. Salt doesn't produce food. Alright. Entertainingly, sand. Fish. Yeah. I may yet seek. I think, yeah, okay, there's a road there. Like, just expanding the gravel road network in general is not really a bad idea. So I will. Although I realized that was not a great decision. It's actually far better to build a road from here. Down. $3, save them. Brunswick is fighting Brandenburg. And winning. You are the Holy Roman Emperor, sir. Yeah, I really hitched my cart to a dead horse there, gotta admit. Alright. Keep going in Bremen. Get the 4th unit of men-at-arms. Like I said, we're progressing towards a professional army. I think at a reasonable rate. Or at least I hope it's a reasonable rate. Alright, is there anything I really do want here yet? Nobility electorate. Is a monarchy. Lay mental policy. Les de Toro. Alright. I don't know. Like, I don't really want to curtail the nobility. I don't really want to strengthen the nobility, and rural noble authority just kind of is meh. I guess it's what I'm gonna take, though. Like, it's net gain. It doesn't give them very much power, but it does increase their satisfaction, and thus the amount of taxes I can extract out of them. On the other hand, they barely pay me taxes, so maybe not. That's fine. Let's just grab Patron of the Arts and start doing culture stuff. You know? Ladder, mercenary maintenance. I think the Hoofnis is probably what I want. You know? And I'll add Power of the Coin. It's just, you know, happier burgers. It's hard to complain about that. Add that to the research queue. Yeah, we're getting through there. Stone output, national assemblies. Alright. So, laws. Socioeconomic. Again, no policy. Ah, I need to actually have a university to be able to do this. Well, in that case, I suppose. Hang on. Let's see, university. Takes clergy. 389. Fair enough. Lord knows when it will be done. I know I certainly don't. Well, to be fair, there's only a few buildings left building. You know? Alright. 10,000 burgers, though. That ain't bad. Alright. The tax base of Bremen is up to 40. This remains 10 behind Bohemia. Like Prague itself. I don't know how we compare versus like Paris. 86, yeah. Unfortunately, I think France is just the hegemon of Europe. Such as it is. Eventually, I may be able to array enough forces to fight them, but that's always a bit of a toughie. Anyway, Brandenburg managed to get its ass handed to it by Brunswick. And Munster has, unfortunately, a lot of friends. Cologne and Thuringia. Truth be told, I think I need a castle down here. Let's go for one. I still have like additional capacity for it, so I might as well. Alright. A new coin. And let it be issued. Alright, university's being built, so that's good. The Hofnice is being researched. Demography. 45. Nice. Alright. Like I say, once Elspeth is a proper core, it should be a lot more profitable to actually build things. So, it is importantly in the other market, which I think kind of really helps it. At least it hopefully will. Kloppenburg. After all, there's different market might mean different opportunities and all that. Alright. You know, Elspeth does not have a temple. Well, I should fix that. Alright. Get 5% more control there. That's going to increase the total control by like 25%. So it'll go up to 85. Better than that. The burgers have been better. It's for 20 years, it's fine. Alright. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we can actually, in theory, have artists now. Yeah. Commission art. Ah. Start a work of art. Sounds good. Get to it. I believe I can now invest in culture, which is kind of required in order to actually build those works of art, and importantly will give me prestige finally. Yep. Fuck off, clergy. It's the commoners have chilled. Okay. Hi, Sweden. Really? Yeah. 6 short. Increase by 10. So net of 8, I think. These Vex and Stacken will decay over the next 5 years. That gets me potentially Sweden as an ally, and you know what? I think it's worth. I'll profess my trust in the Swedes. If there's one thing I can trust a Swede to do, it's hate the Danes. You know? Maybe a little bit Diplo spending. Alright, university's built. Shouldn't take too long to staff, thankfully. Alright, laws. Education of the elites. Education of the people. Ooh, that's good. Institution growth. Tempting. But no. Education of the people. Yeah. It's time for the people to become educated. And we can expand wool again in Bremen. Good. Alright. Not bad. And Bremen continues to grow into a glorious city. Alright. I can wait until Elspeth kind of becomes a second capital for us in the other market. Good. This place finished integrating. And now it can actually maybe have some control to it. Which will make its wool all the nicer. Alright. Supposedly Spinners Guilds. Lundberg. 0.41. Yeah, I think that's just more of a testament of just how important the Spinners Guilds really are. And Verdun. Good. Not bad. There's, I think my policy of just developing the RGOs and then kind of developing the industries that come from it is working out pretty well. And also apparently all hail wool. God. Wool, I feel like wool should not be this profitable. But it is. So, clothes it is. I guess whatever works in the end, right? Early imperial diet. Free imperial cities and imperial peasant republics have no voting power. Fuck you. But fine. Alright. Free electorate. Administrative laws. Yeah. So what other options are there with the imperial diet? Imperial prelates gain meaningful influence. Still lack representational. Tricameral imperial diet. Okay, so apparently if I could somehow get the Empire to agree to that, that would help, as apparently imperial peasant republics get high influence then. Good stuff. Alright. 47.3, 47.4, we're close. Alright. Frizzy's almost there. Automatic defense. I mean, yes, I guess. Alright. So we now have the capacity to build Poofites. Now the main use of this, I think, is during the Bombard phase. Cool. That's for the main combat phase. Regiments have a chance to bombard should do their combat powers damage to the regiment on the same section. Good to know. Not really what I... It's higher than the fort level fort during siege and give bonus to the attacker. Cool. So what you're saying is I want like 5 of them. Sounds good. Alright. I'll get to work on that. Anyway, offer alliance to Sweden. Good. And the enemy, so Austria does neither. The only... okay. Yeah, you have like this border distance. I see. You're too busy being at war with whatever you're doing, so that's fine. Alright. Another level of marketplace, I suppose, as well. Alright. And then all of these buildings are up to 6. We are getting closer now. We have 55 fully staffed building levels. And I theoretically may even want to build certain other buildings like the Republican Assembly or the Chancery. I think this is correct to build. Like, I definitely want it. So I'll keep that up. Go to getting... Sure, whatever. Whatever you guys say over there. You know? Alright. 48.2. 48.3. Like, it should be within 2 years that Elsfleth can begin its true development. You know? Urban. Sell will become a town. This is actually fine now, I think, to become a town. Nah, I just don't need it. Over the clergy. Problem is they can't. Expand the officer lists. Expand gathering initiatives. We're gonna count it. Yeah. I'm actually debating if I want like a casus belli, you know. Like, I'd be solo against Brunswick, but truth be told, we're getting stronger. And I will soon have cannons. And cannons make things interesting. Really interesting. Oh yeah, is that why also I cannot build armories anywhere else? Yes. This explains a few things. Yeah, Kloppenburg, Detmond, that's not, yeah, it's not an accepted culture, so. But Onzeburg and Kloppenburg. Definite places. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think I can cut diplomatic spending. Back to normal. Let's gain tons and tons of money. Possible defense. I wish I could. But it's just not worth it because that put me far too over my limits. Still worth it. Alright. Bit of a reputation. Alright. That so? Well, that's fine. Whatever, just build a bunch of cannoneers. I feel like I got gypped out of some money, though. I could subtract enough money for 4. Alright. God, I really need to get, like, up to a duchy status. Yeah, formal city rights. Okay. This thing, I don't have any silver or lead, I don't think, so. First strike for 20% army initiative. Renaissance Court. I mean, we're making good progress, so. Alright. Yeah, average literacy should just be climbing. At least I hope it is. Yeah, 0.02. And Elspeth is now a core. Thank fuck. Develop. Okay. Oh, diplomatic endeavors, eh? Yeah. Alright. Yeah. And now control's heading for 81%. It shouldn't be too long before Austria decided to guarantee us. Well, thank you. We are only slightly weaker than them, however. So, whilst I don't hate it, I don't exactly take their guarantee seriously either, so... Yeah. The Republican Assembly is almost built. And I guess, like I say, should I bother to build the Chancery? Or a library? Truly been blessed. National Harbor suitability by important land buildings. Noted. Even our capital country. Yeah, efficiency of our cabinet is important, I think. Like, it's worth it. And I can get, in theory, multiple levels of it, so... let's do that. Improving the efficiency of our cabinet actions might actually make it possible to... yeah... get a harder alliance that I've been struggling with, perhaps. I'm slowly learning to play the diplomatic game. Okay. So, they get, I think, positive opinion is 40 per 100. If I can get 160 positive opinion, we're looking at about 60. So, like, this should be correct. I can ally the Kingdom of Poland, thanks to improving diplomatic reputation, which it turns out is very good. Alright. 0.0135 each month. Good. Bremen is developing rapidly. That's actually going to be it. It's sort of reaching maximum, isn't it? Oh. Huh. Oh, no, okay. Oh, no, it's tough to tell. I'm assuming this is just a problem of... oh, no, it's money, isn't it? Well, given I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 queued up. We're there. Whether we want to be or not, Bremen is now pretty much capped out, you know? And quite a city it is. I mean, development's ticking up fairly quickly. Controls looking a lot better here. How about in the coal market? Elsfleth and Onsenbrook. And clericalism. Mild reprimand is sufficient. The weaponsmith. library, I guess. Alright. But yeah, 52,000 people are in Bremen now. It's becoming a larger city. Well, larger town anyway. It's 1,600 gold to turn it into a city. So cannons ahoy. I do actually think I can take them. You know, we have the extra fort down here now, which makes moving around our country a nightmare for them. It allows me, in theory, to strike decently into Bukeberg and just, ideally, cut the head off the snake. The whole damn thing here. Munster is still very antagonized, though. We are slightly weaker than them. Slightly weaker than them as a whole as well. It appears, however, that Munster is about to send its army off anyway. So I might be able to make a play there. On the other hand, demography, please. Eastphalian and Angrian. Well, that's unfortunate. There is at least some Lower Saxon here. I need to put a lot of these Eastphalians. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Sweden doesn't even appear on this. Look at Poland up in Bavaria and Magdeburg. Like, if I declared war on you, somehow that's almost as bad. Well, for now, let's make friends with the Kingdom of Poland. Ironically enough, if I ally the Kingdom of Poland, that might be enough to keep them from coming to the aid. Yeah, it doesn't even take much at this point. Of the Danes. Although Denmark has, for whatever godforsaken reason, an incredibly large professional army. And that's intimidating. Yeah, they have 32,000 troops. Seriously, what the hell? Sometimes the AI is like, yeah, I'm just going to have 4 times the army of you. I actually kind of want to load up as them and see how, you know? Like, where do their levies come from? It might be because Denmark has actually really good control. Nope. Given, I assume, their capital is Copenhagen. I would describe their control as pretty bad. Indeed, the tax base of Copenhagen basically just doesn't exist. Which only further raises the question of how in the flying fuck? Like, they have a tax base of 65. I have more than that at this point, right? I have a lot more than that. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing good. Our tax base go brr. I need to figure out the trick. It might be that I need more cities and more things here. Total population, primary culture, except population, age of Renaissance. Okay. The only way this works is if they are massively over whatever this limit is. Which, I don't know, definitely could be a thing. Oh well, I'll figure it out in time. Slow but steady. And I'm building everything I can. Like I said, this place is still gaining some control, so it's still going to get more profitable to build here. And there's already money to be made building here, so it's hard to complain. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Kelvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.